on it, and they lose it in the end. Away come Italy again. De Rossi. This is De Latte, Santiago De Latte. Makarua puts it wide. De Rossi again. Good battle between him and David Jones.
Roll away, the ball's there. Leave it, the ball's gone.
Troncon. Canali. Wakarua decides that nobody's getting anywhere, so he'll go for ground. Morgan gets it across to Gareth Thomas. Goes for a rolling kick into the corner. It's turning nicely for him at the moment. Italy forced to run it out. Big tackle. Great work by the very experienced winger Gareth Thomas. Gareth Thomas doing so well. He's winning his 70th cap. And that huge frame. And there's the sight we didn't want to see, with all greatest respect to Rhys Williams. Kevin Morgan limping off, and Rhys Williams, the Cardiff fullback, has to come on and replace him. And a look of total dejection on Morgan's face. Sweeney through the gap himself. It was then the delivery of it that wasn't any good, but a little knock-on, in fact a deliberate knock-on from Italy. Tapped down, smacked down, and that gives a very simple penalty chance to Wales just outside the 22.
Sweeney made it. Lovely break from him. It was a deliberate knock-on. It was well spotted by the referee. Should be an easy one for Wales. There it is. That was the break. Just pops it up. There was the knock-on. It was deliberate.
You made a decision?
Stoica.
Okay. Or can we take that off? Can we take that off? Take that off if you haven't made a decision. Okay.
Is he talking to you about the scrum? I know what you pull in the zone.
Okay. Tight head. Yeah, okay.
Remember, when this match is finished, stay with us if you can, because we'll be bringing you France v Scotland here on ITV1. That match kicks off at 11:30, so it's rugby all the way through till lunch. And tomorrow morning, also on ITV1, another double-header, the hugely important Pool A game between Argentina and Ireland. Remember, that's Australia's group, so they're probably playing for the other qualifying place. And that will be followed by England against Samoa. Justin Harris. Made no mistake, and that's really important for Wales, because in a way, Steve, they've made the most of the few opportunities they've had. Italy have had a lot more pressure and haven't really come away with anything.
Yes, the good news is Wales have absorbed an enormous amount of pressure. Italy attacking literally for the last 10 minutes, quarter of an hour, and it's Wales that have come away with the points.
Martin Williams. Peel puts it up. Gareth Thomas there.
Leave it, Red, leave it.
Italy have it though. Stoica to Massi. Well, there's a huge hole there. The defence around the tackle is very poor for Wales at the moment. They're leaving holes all the time. Kekinato just thundering up, as willing as ever. Lo Cicero has a go, and a penalty to Italy. Man in trouble this time for Wales is Duncan Jones.
Timeout.
Peter Marshall, the touch judge, coming in to offer a few words.
We're going back over here. 2 red and 3, number 3 blue.
And Peter Marshall was, I think, just drawing the referee's attention to a little altercation between Robin McBride and Castro Giovanni.
Guys, you've been playing on the ball a lot, all right? Going with the ball. So continue with that. Don't hang around behind play. All right? Play the ball.
Well, relatively good news for Wales is that we're hearing Kevin Morgan's injury is a lower calf injury. So although he'd be very dejected to be off again, it's not at least a knee problem. But looks like bad news for Wales. Duncan Jones is going to be stretchered off.
Got the replacement. He come.
Gethin Jenkins waiting to come on. Another youngster, Gethin Jenkins, 22 years old.
The tackle from Jones. He's trapped. Almost like a double hit. It's accidental. That hurts, believe you me. Some big men landing on top of him there. You can see his knee trapped, his left knee's trapped, isn't it?
It is indeed. It might have been his own man coming in over the top who was making that one worse.
The trouble is, John, when you play so long without the ball, these things happen. Just defending, absorbing. Easy game rugby when you've got the ball. Not easy when you haven't got it.
Slowly off, not wanting to make any injury that might be worse. And the penalty in the end, I think, given against Mark Jones for failing to roll away after the tackle. So this remarkable story of Rima Wakarua continues. Speaks fluent Italian. He's actually got a lot of Maori blood in him. Came on the scene when they suddenly decided that Romero Pez was not the answer as the successor to Diego Dominguez. The right side of the post for him as a left-footed kicker. Is he on target this time? He is indeed. Looked good all the way, and Rima Wakarua brings Italy back within touching distance. It's Wales 10, Italy 6. Karishvili, Troncon. As the man he always goes to, De Rossi. Again, a little bit of afters going on amongst the forwards. Once the ball's been cleared away from these rucks and balls, the referee and touch judges having to keep a close eye on things. Well, the Italians at the moment seem to have so many people in the line. Well, again, they're up there, they've got people in, should have been penalised. Chavez, number 8 on number 8. Sonny Parker with his first chance to get moving. Oh, it's a poor pass. Martin Williams. Dwayne Peel decides to bring it back this way. Llewellyn. Lovely little inside to pass to Peel. Jones. Oh, and coming round the side, that's got to be a penalty to Wales already. Well offside by the Italian prop Lo Cicero. And that could be seen as deliberately slowing down good ball.
Definitely was, John. Massive overlap on the right for Wales.
Exactly.
I think it's knew exactly what they were doing there.
That's deliberate on the side.
And once again, we see when Wales get their hand on the ball, the backs look really sharp, made big yardage again. And just get hold of it, I think they'll win it comfortably.
No. Well, it's not a... It's just a silly thing.
Good ball, we could have gone.
Of course, you're right.
Colin Jarvis just taking the opportunity as captain to make the point that that should be a final warning. The referee refusing to commit himself. Is that the final warning, said Jarvis? Well, it's a warning, said the referee. And Jarvis insisting that Wales might have scored, as you said, Steve, out on the right because they had men and space. Justin Harris. Well, his boot unerring at the moment, and that's good news for Wales. He scored 1,455 points, 42 in one game when he was playing for Leeds in Rugby League, and now bringing that same sort of potency with the boot to Wales. They lead 13-6. Knocked forward by Wales, it's advantage to Italy. Stoica, Mazzi comes across, but Stoica dummies goes himself. Plan inside, the run from Delape.
Leave it, tackler!
Canali getting into it.
Leave the ball's there.
Troncon goes left. Wakarua. That's the hooker Ongaro.
Roll away, tackler!
De Rossi hit hard. Kekinato just trying to rip the ball free as they made the tackle. Almost came off. McBride gets his hands on Troncon.
The ball's there. Onside.
Again, Italy driving.
Out of there, ball one side.
Better defence from Wales. Kekinato really full of energy. 33 years old, but playing as if it's his first game.
Leave it, Brad. Leave it, Brad.
Ruck again. Mazzi. McBride and Llewellyn combined to pull him down. Kekinato again. Troncon this time does go to Wakarua. That's Stoica. Troncon having a look again himself. Ongaro takes up the charge. Advantage penalty to Italy, pulling down the maul. That was the call.
Back 10. Trying to collapse.
Something had to give. It came from the kickoff. Wales couldn't collect it. Italy did. I don't know, 20-something phases later, Italy eventually get quite a simple penalty.
The amazing thing, Steve, is how badly Wales are doing the simple things, like catching restarts, like line-outs, like scrums, and just getting away from them. Really seem to be under pressure at every occasion. Adam Jones, the man guilty there, trying to make the tackle. The wild man, known as Bomb. You wouldn't believe he once kicked 26 points in a game, would you?
Certainly wouldn't. Putting them all down there, right in front of the referee's eyes. Couldn't really miss it.
Rima Wakarua. And it's good again. Wakarua again pulling Italy back to within one score. Wales 13, Italy 9.
So frustrating for Wales, like you say, John. Doing the hard things well and the easy things badly.
Sweeney with the dropout. This time it goes straight to the number 8 Parisi. Troncon back to Wakarua.